to Okay Seriously with Natasha, a show where anything goes. Oh boy, here we go. I am your host, Natasha Jamieson, and I'm so excited to have with us here today Comedian Marquee. Thrilled to have you. Welcome to the show, Marquee.
Natasha, thank you so much for having me here today.
My
I really
absolute
appreciate
pleasure.
It. I understand I'm your first guest.
Yes.
I'm so honored to be here, you know? I told you I had a vision.
Oh,
of this
I know,
happening, you know?
I know. You've been pushing me.
Remember the stories I've told you?
Yes. So we have interviewed you before on another show called Natasha's Lips, Tips, and Great Flips. This is Okay Seriously. So it's a slightly different show. We can really say whatever we want. So basically, we are talking about a very interesting subject today.
Yes, can't wait.
Okay, we are talking about how you shouldn't care what people think of you. Or how you would say it.
Giving zero fucks.
That's right. Why shouldn't we care, Marquee?
Because I think, like I said before, we've been programmed.
Yeah.
Programmed by, your parents, past generations, even your grandparents. We act how they expect us to act.
You felt judged before, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. I have to conform to what they expected. I found I always thought differently than other people. I saw things from a different perspective.
Yeah.
And the only way to honor it is to actually, act the way I feel.
Right. That take your power, the control.
Yeah, control.
Of everything that you have experienced and that you believe to be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself.
But why do you think that you felt that way? What happened? There's always like a pivotal moment or two or several that kind of like pushed you in that direction. I know that's the case for me.
Yeah, there's several moments. Like as a child, you want to make your parents happy. That's the most.
Absolutely.
As a child, I want to please my parents.
That's right.
Make them happy. So what can I do to make them happy? I'm always watching them. Okay, what can I do? We go to school, do this, and stay to fight, dress accordingly, go to church, everything to make them happy.
Be a good little Marquee.
Good little Marquee. Yeah, always. So I said, you know what? I can be myself.
Yeah.
And I think that's better. I'm still gonna respect people in my life, but at times I have to assert my own identity and find myself. I think it's a process of life.
You have to find yourself. Because if you don't, what ends up happening is all those people's experiences, sometimes when they give you some suggestions or opinions, whatever it is in their life, it's probably, due to some issues that they had unresolved in their life, and they're almost like punishing you for it because they feel poorly about themselves.
Exactly. They couldn't do something. They couldn't graduate school or whatever, or in sports. And they put it on you. Yeah. And that's hard for a child to, to carry that.
Absolutely.
Even when you know you have greatness within you to do something great, but you're being held back or you're held back by family, and then eventually it's yourself holding you back.
Exactly. Well, family, we're creative people. They want you to, we both have an education, but they want you to do that route. They don't really want you to do your show. They don't really want you to be a comedian, to be in the public eye.
Comedian is the last thing. Like,
right?
You want to make people laugh, or you're a clown, that kind of thing.
Right. And, it makes you question. Have you ever questioned yourself, and why?
Every day.
Even still?
Even still. The day I die, I'll be questioning myself. So I got to work on it and controlling that. It's a progress. It's a work in progress, that kind of thing.
So it's very, very interesting because as we were talking, there's usually some sort of, a trauma or a struggle that happens. Like you said, you wanted to make your family happy. As we know now, that only comes from inside. Have you been enlightened in this process of, prepping for the show, thinking about like how other people's opinions and thoughts, how they can control you and take your power away?
Definitely. You cannot be yourself if you want to make someone else happy, You have to try to make yourself happy first, and if everyone's happy, that's good. Yeah. But it's about you first, and if you're not happy, you cannot make others around you happy. It's like having, the story of a mother with a drowning child. She has to save herself first before she can save other people, her child.
So how can we inspire other people today that are watching this? Maybe they're struggling. COVID has really changed the game, Marquee. Yeah. We talked about this. People were in survival mode.
Definitely.
You went through things that we have never had to go through, this pandemic. It changed our lives completely. A new normal had to happen. What happened was a major awakening and enlightenment for some people and massive growth. Although we know there's pain in that. That's not easy. That is pain, the dark shadow.
Yes, definitely. That post-traumatic growth.
Yes.
We always hear about post-traumatic stress.
Tell us about it.
But growth is like you go through something very difficult, but just to get through it, you have to build yourself up, build your character to overcome. Yes. And that's a good thing of tragedy to me. And people like myself who've been through a lot of tragedy, there's the growth process after. And you can look at it as a bright side of something you've been through. I think that's very important to have that perspective.
Tell us what you learned. Because a lot of people learn different things. Some people swiped right and some people swiped left, and they went very, very dark.
Yes.
And very, very deep and very, very, kind of inward. And some people did the work. So tell us.
I decided to laugh, to have fun. It's like a therapy to me. My wife got into stand-up comedy. It's therapeutic. You go on stage, and you release in front of the audience. You give make them laugh. To make someone laugh is a really good thing. It's a gift you're giving someone.
It is. And it's like medicine.
It is medicine. Yeah. It's medicine for the audience.
And for you.
For me too. It's
exactly.
I did that. I made someone laugh. Just get a smile like that. It's like, feels
exactly.
good. It feels good.
It does.
That into a career. That's even better.
Well, exactly, because then you're living your passion, and then that speaks volumes because you're not being controlled by somebody else's thoughts or opinions. Because somebody else's advice, also, you know how people change their mind?
Yep.
They're having a good day, bad day.
Yep.
That advice can shift moment to moment, but then you have to live with the consequences. It's a dream killer if you allow people to kind of dictate, and they can very easily manipulate.
Yeah, exactly. And one thing about that too is, after a while, you're gonna get resentment.
Very much.
And when you realize that you've been held back,
yes,
you're gonna start resenting these people.
Yes.
So it's best to do it now and get out of the way instead of holding on, for 10, 15 years, and then all of a sudden it just comes out, this person,
yes,
you did this to me, and the person has no idea what you're talking about.
That's right. That becomes the manipulation and the triggering.
Yes.
If you don't deal with it, and if you don't kind of know where you're coming from, that space, that can become a massive trigger. But we can actually overcome that.
Yes, and also
the triggers.
People, when you start to change, act differently, they're going to react too.
It. Yeah.
All these years you've been taking it, hitting you all the time in your head.
Right.
But now you stand up for yourself. Why? What's wrong?
Right.
So that's something you have to get over too. Realize,
Yeah. Have you come across that?
Oh, yes, everyone.
Circumstances.
Because I'm a very humorous person. Like I see the humor in everything.
Yeah.
And the most important, sometimes it's inappropriate. But it's just there.
That's the funniest part, though.
Yeah, it's the funniest part. And my comedy is I say things I think, and it's not me. It's Marquee.
Yes.
It's not Trevor Lewis.
Right.
It's Marquee. So I have this persona.
Yes.
So I'm kind of saved back here, because
you're saved by the Marquee.
Marquee's there, and Marquee's gonna tell you straight in your face.
Yes. Exactly.
You messed up. You effed up, or
Yeah.
or you did something wrong. So that's what, for me, that process is very therapeutic. Like I said before.
Yeah, I can understand that. Where women will not support other women in some circumstances.
Yeah.
Men won't support, men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they're coming from a weakened, low vibration,
Yeah.
they don't like it when you change.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like it because they lose the control. They lose the power. You know what I mean? My experience isn't good enough. They feel like, you've done something where it's detrimental to your friendship. That you're breaking it.
And you surpass them.
That's right.
And you've done things that they're not able to do.
Yeah.
I myself, I like to see people achieve things. I don't know why. I really love to see you getting your show. Oh yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna drive to Brampton to help you out, whatever.
Yeah.
So seeing how people achieve things is just you know what? I saw it in you, and you're doing it.
Yeah. And it's lovely that you are such a great support. Some people aren't. Some people are. But that shift is very important. How can we help people that are watching today? Create that inner shift, even just. With the triggering as an example. Let's just talk about that for a second. You can actually expose yourself to triggers in minute forms to desensitize. Tell us.
Exposure kind of thing. Even myself, I'm very nervous. I don't like talking in front of people. So I have to, go on stage, go on the mic and do the worst thing possible. Go on stage
right in front of everybody.
In front of everyone, bumble and mess up and stumble and stutter and have
oh no, but you're amazing because I've seen you on stage.
Yes. Practice.
I've seen you on
stage. I'm enjoying it, but it's I don't love doing it. It's not. I like doing it, but it's not easy for me. It's something hard. I got get into character, psych myself up, and my kids are always before a show, they're okay, daddy's getting ready for a show, leave him alone. Very uneasy on the edge and that kind of thing. So it's I say exposure. Just do a little bit. I took a course, Toastmaster course.
Yes.
Where I practice talking in front of people.
Yes.
That kind of thing. Just
to be able to expose it so that you become it's natural. It doesn't even bother you.
It's like a muscle. Yeah. Practice, you do the reps.
Exactly, that's
reps,
true.
That kind of thing.
So how do you deal with people when they're kind of a little bit negative about your performance or your content or whatever? How do you deal with that? What do you say? How do you shift it? Because that's the moment where you could be manipulated, triggered, or literally they can take your light. I call it taking your light.
Definitely.
Don't you take my light.
This
little light of mine.
I'm gonna let it shine. That's my head all the time.
It's your jam?
I'm gonna let it that's my jam. That's my joint. So that light, we turn it down so much for other people, just to make people happy.
Yeah.
And it's not for ourselves, we turn it down for other people.
Yeah.
And I'm saying now, turn every light up. It doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah.
Tell them to get sunglasses or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta shine.
You know, it's really, really funny talking about, you know, just kind of like manifesting and putting yourself out there to like not trigger to like self-growth and all this kind of stuff. It's very, very interesting because some people will indeed like help you be more positive and brighter, and some people won't. How do you deal with that?
For all the non-believers, I take it in.
Yeah.
And I just say, you know, I'm going to use this. They don't believe
Oh,
it.
it's material.
Yeah, material, yeah.
Okay.
I'm studying people all the time, you know.
Me too.
I'm studying everybody.
Oh, watch
watching.
out, because I'm watching.
Yeah.
And I'm creating shows based on it.
Yeah, exactly.
So when they don't know that, like when they believe that their advice is like, you know, legitimate and really, really, you know, good because they have great experiences, how do you politely stand in your power and, you know, not make them kind of offended or triggered so that they come attack you? Because they can.
Yeah, do it.
You know they can.
Yeah. So, you know what? Inside, I do it internally. I say, you know what? Thank you for your, you know, for your opinion. So
have you found liberation and freedom, and how so, in not giving a shit what people think?
I have. It's freeing,
isn't it?
It's freeing, very freeing, and I have to, you know, what's this person gonna think? What, you know, what's my boss gonna think? Oh my God, I can't say this, or you know, my clothes, everything. I can't worry anymore. I can't worry about everything. It's impossible. Yeah. You stress. You get a nervous breakdown if you consider what everyone's opinion, because you know what, everyone's not gonna like you. Everyone's not gonna like everything about you.
That's a big one.
And you can't make everyone happy.
Yes.
As long as you make yourself happy, you know, you're not gonna be disrespectful to anybody, but you make yourself happy, take care of your family and your loved ones.
Yes. So the three things: you cannot change somebody's opinion of you. You cannot change if they like you or not, or what they think of you. Those are the three key points to like drive home.
Yeah. And some people just aren't gonna like you.
That's true.
They're not gonna like your energy. It's not. So
I'm like, why don't you like me? I'm amazing.
Yeah,
like, what's your problem?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But have you ever met someone like that, say that they come to you and you don't like the energy?
Yeah.
For whatever reason?
Yes.
So it's just way. It's just nature.
Yes.
So that's why I see. I've met people where I'm like, stay back. No, I don't. You know, I have to
the
get ready.
karate move.
Yeah. I'm a self-defense kind of thing.
I'm ready for you.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna exit very quickly. So that's what people
exit right quickly. Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. I try to just kind of be mindful of what I'm feeling, and I really just try to send them love. Although sometimes they're not in the receiving mode, but I just try to leave it in peace. Because like your advice might be lovely, your opinions, your thoughts, you know, anything that you're speaking on may be fantastic, and it worked for you because of the experiences that you had, or how you were raised, or how you feel about it. But those seeds, divine seeds that were placed in you for your own power, for your own dream, if you listen to everybody else's, it crushes your dreams. You don't risk anything.
Yeah, I believe we're all programmed from before birth.
Yeah.
To do something. It's a purpose.
To make a difference.
We not even know exactly what it is, but we all know that we're supposed to do something. I don't know what it is, but you know. Yeah. So sometimes you can still
feel the light, the calling. The calling. There's like a knowing inside you that you know you want to reach out, you want to speak on it, you want to pursue your dreams because you'll inspire somebody else or whatever. And in that, I think that's a great way to show people that you shouldn't care what people think. You only have a certain amount of time because you're very busy. If you're dreaming big and you're investing in important things, and your family and your value, there's no time to care about the BS, is there?
There's not. If you're not helping me, if you're not supporting me, and
there's no time. My time is valuable.
Yeah, exactly. And you're gonna, as being in the media, that kind of thing, you're gonna have to, because people are gonna make comments.
Of course.
Always gonna say stuff, you know.
Of course.
Nitpicking, whatever. Yeah. Let it go. Yeah. It has nothing to do with you.
Oh, they can't do anything to me. I heard it from my family. My family says it to me.
You're gonna talk about this interview right now and say stuff. Blah blah blah. They should have done that.
That's right. So that's really, really important. Like, I want people to be able to take some of these like experiences and advice and, you know, use them for future things that they can help, because we've been through it. Yeah. It's not been easy, Marquee.
It's hard.
It's not been easy. Personal life, professional life, changing careers, kids, family, all that, right? Not easy. Relationships, all of that. But you can transcend. You can expose yourself in little increments. Okay, so if you have trouble talking, like you said, so for me it would be, you know, just having them, like before, it would be more confidence.
I agree.
Right?
Couldn't say any better.
Exactly. So before we go, I always ask what the takeaway is. You know this.
Takeaway?
Yes, because I used to be a teacher, so I want to just give 3 cliff notes about today.
The takeaway is to be yourself.
Be yourself.
Embrace yourself.
Embrace yourself.
Honor yourself.
Honor yourself. Okay.
And show your light.
Show your light.
Don't be afraid to show your light. Don't be afraid, you know?
And if things are coming at you,
they're going to come at you. That's how life is.
You don't have to give your power away or your control.
And give 0 what?
Fucks.
Yeah, there you go.
You're the best. You're the best. It's always amazing having you on the show. You're gonna come back. We'll talk about something else because we got a lot of things.
This is getting good.
We got a lot of things.
The set is really good.
Thank
looks
you.
really good.
Oprah chairs, new set, new show. Okay, seriously, with Natasha.
Okay, seriously.
Seriously.
With Natasha.
It was thrilling to have you on. Thank you again for taking the time to be with us.
Awesome.
Yes.
Good talk. Good conversation.
Thank you.
Great hosting.
Thank you. And thank you so much for sharing your time with us. We will see you next time. Bye.